it becomes very clear that the flat earther has it. We don't have proof, we don't have evidence, but we have very definitive reasons why we think this way. The globe earther thinks the earth is a globe just because. In so many words, it's going to become apparent very quickly that they are the ones on the side of faith. After he gives his 3 reasons, put it back on the table. And you just keep going until there's a clear, pattern emerging where I'm giving reasons, I'm listing off the reasons why I think this way, and they're just saying things like, because. YouTube is going to take this screenshot with this on my head, right? You know that's going to happen.
What I'm saying is, you've not seen this directly yourself, and you discard all of the visual, all of the multimedia evidence for the position you don't like, and you accept it all for the position that you do like.
I only discount things from the governments that are obviously fake. Like, you don't trust the government.
You can't say that every single piece of media that has been produced by NASA and produced by the European Space Agency and produced by the Chinese Space Agency and produced by the Russian Space Agency for the past 60 years, that it is all obviously fake.
Well,
you haven't reviewed it all.
I have. I have been looking at it.
Oh, come on. You have not reviewed it all. Please don't insult my intelligence.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to today's science class.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
I weigh about 175 pounds. Now, if I had a twin who weighed 175 pounds, but he was really big, we'd weigh the same, but we would displace different amounts of water. And we would have different buoyancies also, because things that are fat float a little bit more easily.
You can give me all the physics you want. And you have in other videos that I've done. And you're talking about relative speed and points of reference. But you go to the NASA site itself, they don't go any faster than 24, or about a little bit faster than 24,000 miles per hour. So that's not that. And that's what they're telling us. So as I see it, pardon me, moon landings is a joke. And it's a charade put on by NASA, and it's over. The charade is over. have it, and you can, give me your opinion again. Here we go. What else I have? Yeah, they don't say anything about exceeding these speeds that I've just given you, that they've given us here. And they apparently got to the moon in 4 days. That's funny. And the moon does not stop and wait for that rocket to reach it. And then once it does reach it, it's got to slow down to land. Oh, according to the log, it also had to orbit the moon for a little while. So it's orbiting a moon that's traveling at 550,000 miles an hour. I don't know how it's doing it, really.
Let's see if I can find a place here on the globe that we might be familiar with. United States, okay? So here we are. And let's say you're somewhere here in the United States and you want to walk up to Canada. Okay, so he would be saying, well, you're going up, not down. Well, obviously he's not thinking, is he? Because, see, with the globe, if we live on a globe, we always, according to their thinking, according to the globalist thinking, we always are at the top, right? Otherwise, those down in South America and Australia fall off, don't they? But no, they don't fall off because they're right at the top. They're here. So if they go anywhere, by necessity, they're going down. Okay? Very simple proof. And it's a proof using the globe that they believe in. Now here's another one, another very simple proof. An airplane. The airplane proof. Consider the airplane. It starts here at the top in the northern hemisphere of the globe, right up here in the United States. And as that airplane travels south, it has to constantly be adjusting its altitude in order to stay level with the Earth. It would have to do that if, in fact, we live on a globe. But you can go to different videos and hear testimony from pilots and also those who have used programs like Flight Simulator, who will testify that there are no modifications you make in order to remain level with the surface of the Earth. In other words, they do not make modifications in order to constantly descend. But if you did do that, then you'd have to if we lived on a globe. As you go south into South America, and then on down, constantly going down, what happens? Here at the very bottom, your airplane is upside down. It can't be anything but upside down if we live on a globe. In other words, they may say that you're at the top, that you're going to stay at the top. According to their argument, they have to say that you're always standing straight upright. But the reality is, if you fly an airplane, whether or not the people are standing up at the bottom of the Earth, your airplane's upside down.
The Earth rotates this way. So if you jump on a plane in Germany, you are actually flying with the rotation of the Earth to get to Japan, and it takes 11 hours and 10 minutes. So my question is, why does it take an hour longer if you are flying against the rotation of the Earth to get back to Germany? It takes an hour longer. You should be covered with the Earth's rotation. You should be covering more ground quicker. In other words, if you were to take a helicopter, fly straight up from Japan, and just hover there, 5 hours later, you'd be 5 time zones when you landed. Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Talk all the arguments you want. You get up in a plane, you start flying, you never reach that horizon. That is impossible. Again, take a basketball, put a ruler on top of it. Be the end, the tip of that ruler, and tell me where your horizon went. It's that simple. You can come up with all the gravity, all the bullshit you want. People want to say, these pilots, oh, it's gravity holding you to the curve of the earth when you fly. When you're flying straight, but it's gravity. Well, how the fuck did you get off the ground? The engines are working the same in the air as they did when you were going down the runway to get off the fucking ground. But suddenly they can't defy gravity when you're in the air flying straight? You make no fucking sense.
I mean, I don't believe we're in a heliocentric model anyway, and even planets may not even be, you know, solid forms, like NASA says. You know, I have a whole book of textbook, astronomy book, of moons and planets, and you know, I think they are also CGI, just like they did with the Earth, same thing. And so, you know, this is almost like we shouldn't even be talking about it because, you know, it doesn't really exist.
The easiest way to disprove this argument is to cross off the word not. So their theory that the flat earth theory is an incorrect theory is in reality easily disprovable. Think about it. The earth is not flat. The subconscious mind doesn't pick up negatives. So what round earthers are actually telling us is that the earth is flat.
Picking dumb premises that nobody could ever prove. Like, I'm going to make an accurate map of the actual flat earth. No, you're not. Nobody has access to the tools or the technology to even start to create an accurate map. To assert all of the things that you're asserting is absurd. And the reason why you make these assertions is because you want to create an energy vortex. You want to drain people's energy. And I'm feeding into it this one time. These are voyages taken to Antarctica. And notice, Antarctica looks like a duck. And so the top there is West Antarctica, and the bottom, the belly of the duck, is East Antarctica. And people take voyages to East Antarctica, and they only touch this tiny part of the belly. Guess what? That's a long journey. That's an extremely long journey, and they don't even touch the chest or the tail of the duck. So where Antarctica is hiding is right here in East Antarctica. So all you do is draw a duck. Why are we still dealing with this guy? Why haven't we chased him off yet? He's obviously a gatekeeper. So draw a duck, and that's Antarctica as a landmass. They say it's a continent. And now I'm flipping the duck inside out. Okay, all right. So here's East Antarctica, the big loop all the way around us, and here's West Antarctica, the peninsula. You found evidence of a flight that goes over this peninsula, and you're telling people that the Earth isn't flat.
Hi again. Oh, the sun came out as I'm sitting. Well, see, I'm on the right path. I'm on the path of light. And when there's a fake sky, and I'm working outside on a beautiful painting, or I'm driving with beautiful paintings on the roof, and I see tornadoes coming, and I know it's all been engineered, you know what I say? I say, well, you got to believe in something greater than your ego and all that you feel. So you have to believe in a force. I'm not talking Star Wars. I say, God, protect me from anything that is not of your will or your creation. And then poof, all the fake clouds and tornadoes disappear. And I mean it. You know why? Because I know it's true.
About 2013, there was this document that was leaked by NASA, and a woman named Deborah on YouTube, she's posted the pictures of it. They leaked a document, somebody from the inside, like a whistleblower. And there was a spiritual, or not spiritual warfare, it was a warfare depopulation document, PDF, that was dropped on their website. And that's really concerning because the whole thing was like Illuminati written all over it, Luciferian, really evil. And this was from NASA's website. It was a secret file in NASA that somebody obviously wasn't supposed to drop, but maybe somebody was trying to help us and, you know, tell us without getting themselves in grave danger, putting themselves in grave danger as women or the family. And she explains and she shows that this was legitimately on their website. She printed out everything before it got taken down, and it's really evil. And these are the people, you gotta think, these are the people we're listening to when they tell us, you know, things are happening in space, or there's millions of our life forms, aliens. And like I said, aliens, I don't believe in aliens. I don't believe, you know, scripture doesn't back it up. It's not that egotistical or egocentric, and I think that I'm the only thing that's here on this earth. It's not that, I just believe God, and I believe that if there was something out there, He would let us know, especially if they're going to intermingle with us.